Okay, you saw the name of this video, you clicked on it, you know what the deal is. By the end of this video, you should be a lot more confident and comfortable around groups of people, individuals who vehemently disagree with you. And by disagree, I don't mean like they're difficult, they're argumentative. I mean like politically. They're really controversial and you guys are polar opposites. Here's how you can get along with those people, but not only get along, thrive. Maybe you have family members who you disagree with. Maybe it's a school or work situation. I'm gonna tell you how I deal with that, how it super works for me, and it's really not an issue anymore. And I have crazy opinions, by the way. But as I really thought about it, it goes far deeper, so even after I tell you my life hack, there's more, and I think you're gonna like that stuff too. So let's get into it. Before I really get into it, I think it's important to establish why this is even important in the first place. Okay, so just listen for a second, because this is part of it. You should not be burning relationships because of politics or any other kind of stupid controversy that you are interested in. No man is an island. You're gonna need help, and you're gonna need help from people of all different shapes, sizes, beliefs. Could be business, could be family. You need a lot of people in your life so you can have income, so you can have opportunities. You might need help moving. You might need someone to drive you to the airport. You might need help watching the kids. And maybe grandma doesn't subscribe to all your weird beliefs. Life is long, life is strange. You might think you have it all figured out now, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9 years down the line, you're gonna need help from someone. And you're gonna be glad that you didn't burn a relationship because they voted for Trump, or because they won't listen to you about seed oils, whatever weird thing you have. I moved away from everyone I knew across the whole entire country. You can see I'm in Arizona now, but I moved to Michigan, where I knew no one because I thought I was smarter than everyone I knew here. And I lost friends. Don't let this happen to you, okay? I'm a cautionary tale. So the very first thing you need to realize is that no one changes their mind through arguments. It's a complete waste of time in the first place. I don't know if you've ever read How to Win Friends and Influence People. This should be pretty much required reading for everyone, but it's the thesis of the book. Don't engage, don't argue, don't try and convince. It's a waste of time in the first place. Anything that you could say to suggest that someone's wrong about something is just gonna make them not like you. And the second thing should be pretty obvious, but don't be controversial in the first place. In any sort of public situation, remember, you are completely apolitical. You do not bring up anything controversial whatsoever. But you need to be prepared because other people will bring up controversy. Super annoying, these people are out there, and you're gonna have to deal with controversy one way or another, so I want you to know what to do when it comes up. And it will come up. Everything is political now. That's a different video, but it's like truly dystopian. Here's how you cope. This is the actual life hack part of the video. This is the meat. I hope right here is where there's a little interest bump on the bottom. Whenever you have to deal with a controversial subject, you need to be as dumb as possible. When push comes to shove, what you do is you think about your beliefs and you think about the lowest possible reason anyone could believe what you believe. The most basic, the most simple, the dumbest, most brain-dead reason for agreeing with you, that's your only opinion. I'll give you some examples so it makes more sense. Hey, did you get the shot? No, I don't like needles. And that's it. That's your whole stance. If you're the kind of person who didn't get the, I don't want to say the word so much, you probably have, you could fill a volume with the reasons why you didn't, but that's annoying. And people will argue with that. The dumbest reason someone could not get it is because they don't like needles. And that's your entire opinion. And that's the only thing that you share. And you don't go any deeper than that. And people really can't argue with that. You just say, no, I just don't like needles. It's icky. Here's another one. It's about the president. And this could go for any candidate for any reason. Hey man, are you gonna vote for Biden? No, he's old. You could do this for Trump. Are you gonna vote for Trump? No, he's too old. You can do it with RFK if you want, he's in his 70s. That's your entire reason, that's your whole thing, you don't elaborate. That's it. I just think he's too old. I've seen old people, they're too old. I'll get a little personal. I don't like fluoride in the water. That's a little bit of a kooky opinion. I don't think it's that crazy. I think a lot of people kind of agree with me, but the way the world is now, this makes me an insane conspiracy theorist. Okay, whatever. And my mom knows this about me, and she likes to you know, she likes to bug me about stuff. So she's over at the house and she says, why are you always buying water bottles? Why don't you just drink from the tap? She's goading me. She's trying to get me to say something. But that didn't happen because you know what I told her? The water tastes bad. And it does taste bad. Like, I'm not compromising my beliefs. I don't want to drink the water. Sure, it's full of things that will lower my IQ, but it also tastes bad. That's my full opinion. Zero arguments. She was like disappointed. No arguments. And you might think this will cause people in your office or whatever to think you're dumb, and that might be true if they just met you, but hopefully you're already doing other things in the world, in the workplace, so it's clear that you're not dumb, so you're fine. They'll just think you're not political, and you aren't. That's the trick. Well, that was a fun shot. The key is to not engage. Do not engage. Do not egg these people on, do not make jokes. Little snide jokes. This is a mistake I used to make a lot, and it only won me enemies. So after doing this, being simpleton, giving your simple opinions, you're gonna wanna change the subject as soon as you can. And if you can't do that, just shut them down. I'm not really a political guy, not really my wheelhouse, something like that. Just, you're not interested. Even if you are, you're not, because you're not right now, are you? I feel like I need to address the obvious here too. Why don't you just lie? And you could lie. I suppose lying is on the table. But here's the thing. You probably don't want to be good at lying. You don't want to get good at compromising your beliefs. That's a slippery slope. One little, two little lies, probably not a big deal. But the better you get at compromising your beliefs under pressure, the less of like a free man you are, or woman. This works for anyone. I don't know why I said man. If you just simplify your beliefs, they're still your beliefs. You're not lying. You can feel good. You can still be true to yourself without making enemies. People don't want to hear your screeds anyway, okay? Just give them the simple stuff. It's typically not recommended to eat bananas on camera. So if you do the trick I mentioned, you will watch your relationships improve and you will watch your life get better. I can pretty much guarantee it. Well, there are actually deeper things that will happen within your life and within yourself. You will quickly learn that most things just don't matter. Who the president is makes zero difference in your day-to-day life. Issues across the world, these things that you think are important, if you stop paying attention to them, you don't even notice. So all these controversial topics that you get all spun up over, when you make a conscious effort to have easier to swallow opinions, you'll find that you just don't care. And you'll be able to start focusing on stuff that really matters in your own life, for your own success, for your own happiness. This is maybe my favorite book. Don't read too much into this about me, okay? I like war memoirs. Toward the end of the memoir, Colonel Hans von Luck is in a gulag for 5 years after losing World War II. And I don't remember why, but he finds some way to not be in the gulag for a few days. And they go to the mountains, in like the Caucasus or something. They go to the mountains and they find villages who have no idea World War II happened. This is in Soviet Russia. No clue. They didn't know that Stalin was in power. They didn't know that the communist revolution ever happened because they're too remote. They had some idea that World War I happened because they're like, oh, soldiers, like in World War I. I guess they didn't say World War I. They probably said that the only world war, but they didn't know. And their lives were fine. This could be you. I think about these guys a lot because those are huge world events that you'd think would matter a lot. But because they were so remote and they had no real interest, it didn't affect their lives, they didn't care. How much of what we care about in our daily lives affects us literally zero? I can't believe all the time I wasted on stupid stuff. Do you remember in 2016, the big DNC leaks, the emails, may or may not have involved John Podesta? Back in the day, I went to WikiLeaks. I downloaded the files. I read a bunch of them. Why? Why did I do that? What did I gain? What am I going to do about it? It got me all spun up, is what it did. And it was a huge waste of time. I should have learned how to weld. I have yet to learn how to weld because I was interested in all this stupid shit that didn't matter. As I get older, I find out how many strong beliefs I had are actually totally wrong and embarrassing. Right now. I'm 27 now, and I feel like I'm just now starting to understand things. Look, if you're under 24, you're wrong. About 70%. So it would do you a lot of good to sort of tone it down. Have some humility. Entertain the fact that you might be completely wrong, because you probably are. By getting rid of my strong opinions, I find I have a lot better relationship with family members, especially my mom. We get along great now. I have friends. I'm getting friends back. I have more opportunities. I get along with strangers better, with potential clients better. It's like the world has opened up to me. And I'm no worse for wear, because I can still have my crazy talk with friends that I trust. With good friends, I can say crazy stuff that I don't even believe. People love when I say space is fake. That's a good one. Space might be fake. I don't know. It may as well be fake. Who cares? It's just so much more peaceful my entire life. Don't engage with people who are spun up or brainwashed themselves. For all you know, you're just as brainwashed. You're more brainwashed. Who knows? Be dumb. Be simple. And now my AC unit turned on. It's super loud, so God bless. Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing.